Excuse me. All right. So we talked about the extreme view that abortion is wrong, even to save the mother's life. And Thompson gave an argument against it, saying, well, it would be permissible because it's like a case of self defense. Now, in cases of self defense, it seems permissible for you to save yourself, like in the tiny house example. But the tiny house example leaves this question, well, can an outsider decide whose life is to be the one to be saved? And that, I mean, we could debate about that, right? But well, so Thompson says, well, let's think about this. Let's formulate it as a thesis and get clear and on it. And she forms what I am going to call the weakened extreme view. So if you're following along in the book, the weakened extreme view is going to be at the beginning of section 2 on page 312. So make sure you turn there. And in the notes, let's see here. A weakened extreme view, that's where we are right now. And the weakened extreme view says this. Abortion is permissible to save the mother's life. Okay, so that's why it's weakened. The extreme view says it's wrong even to save the mother's life. But weakened extreme view says it's permissible to save the mother's life, but may not be performed by a third party. Okay, then it's not self-defense anymore. So the weakened extreme view is what Thompson is going to be discussing and what she's going to be arguing against. And again, Thompson's pretty brilliant with thinking up of cases and examples to support her view. And so what she does is give the coat example. So what is the coat example? Well, here we will be helped by my drawing. Okay, so we have here Smith and Jones. Okay, now let's look at what the case says. So we're on section 2, looking at page 312. Let's see. So this is in the middle of that first paragraph on section 2 on page 312. So go to the middle. If Jones has found and fastened on a certain coat, which he needs to keep him from freezing, but which Smith also needs to keep him from freezing, then it's not partiality that says, I cannot choose between you, when Smith owns a coat. Okay, so what's going on in the coat case? Well, Jones is wearing a coat. Both need it to survive. Okay, one of them is going to die without this coat because it's too cold. Now, here's the thing. Let's say Smith and Jones are fighting over who's going to get the coat. Wait, sorry. I don't know if you guys get Smith and Jones are fighting over who gets to own the coat. Okay? Now, here's the thing. What Thompson wants to say is it morally permissible for you to decide who to defend? And I think Thompson says, yes, it's permissible for you to defend Smith if it's Smith's coat and Jones is taking it. Okay, so it's permissible for you to help, even if it's going to result in Jones' death. The fact that it's Smith's coat, okay, allows you to defend Smith to keep his own coat in order to save his life, even though one of them is going to die. Now, how does that apply to the weakened extreme view? Okay, and the weakened extreme view says abortion is permissible to save the mother's life, but a third party may not intervene. Okay, it must be out of pure self-defense. But here's the thing. If you agree in the coat case, we want to ask, who owns the coat? Smith. What's the analogy? The mother owns her body. Okay, and that's what's going to be what tips the scale that allows it to be permissible for you as a doctor who might be performing the abortion to defend be on the mother's side because it's her body, just as you would be defending Smith because it's his coat. one of them's going to die from the cold. And we're talking about these sorts of extreme cases where the mother's life is in danger. So that's how Thompson attacks the weakened extreme view. All right, we'll keep moving on.